Oh, hey, hey kid. Hey stupid kid. Hey stupid kid. Oh, you wanna hear a story? Oh, I will of course tell you a story. I'll tell you the best story you've ever heard. What story do you want to hear? Oh. I mean, actually, the children's Bible is my favorite story. We won't read the whole thing for you because you're just an idiot. You're just stupid, and I don't want to start from the beginning because it's boring in the beginning. How about we start at the serpent in the garden? You ready? You ready? All right, sit down. God, it's weird that you're a kid and you're at eye level with me. I don't really appreciate that. Kind of intimidating my masculinity here. So just pipe down a little bit. Be quiet. So a little bit of context for what was happening here right before this part of the Bible is there was this guy. He was like God, and he created my house. And he also made this place called the Garden of Eden, and he made like two little weirdos there, and then they're like humans or something. And now they're getting into some like all sorts of shenanigans. So we'll start about the serpent in the Garden of Eden. The most cunning of the beasts which the Lord has made was the serpent. And the serpent said to the woman, there's a woman and she's talking to a serpent, just pay attention. Serpent said to the woman, "Did God forbid you to eat the fruit of the trees of the garden?" The woman said, "We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, except the tree which is in the middle of the garden. Of this God said, you shall not eat of it, nor touch it, lest you die." So, yeah, God made like a tree and they can't eat it, or else they'll die. Just pay attention! "You will not die," said the serpent. "God knows that the day you eat of the fruit, your eyes shall be opened, and you will be like gods, knowing good from evil." The woman looked at the tree and saw that it was pleasant to the eye, and good for food. She felt it was to be desired because it would make one wise. So she picked some of the fruit and ate it, and she gave some also to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Oh, this is getting intense, guys. They're going against the rules. Stop! Then the days of both of them were opened. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. Ooh, gross. So they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. In the cool of the day, the Lord walked in the garden. The man and the woman heard the voice of the Lord and hid themselves from his presence among the trees of the garden. The Lord called to man, saying, "Where are you?" "I have heard your voice in the garden," said man. "I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." So they ate the apples, and it made them self-conscious and like insecure about their bodies. If you didn't catch that. "Who told you that you were naked?" asked the Lord God. "Have you eaten the fruit of the tree from which I commanded you not to eat?" The man said, "The woman who you gave me to be with me gave me the fruit, and the tree I did eat." He ate the whole tree, apparently, which we're finding out now, which is really odd. The Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" "The serpent tempted me," said the woman, "and I ate." She sure did. God, I hate women. They are driven from the garden. The Lord said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. You shall crawl on your belly, and eat dust all the days of your life. I shall make the woman your enemy, and her children the enemies of your children." You know, woman hates snakes because the snake gave her an apple, and then, God didn't like that. "They shall wound you in the head, and you shall wound them in the heel." To woman he said, "I will multiply your suffering. You shall bring forth your children in sorrow, and for happiness you shall depend on your husband, and he shall rule over you." So, this is actually where sexism comes from. That's something interesting. God created it, so if you're ever being sexist and someone points it out, you can just say, "No, it's just my Christianity." the man he said, because you listened to the voice of your wife and ate of the forbidden fruit, the ground shall be cursed beneath you, and sorrow you shall eat of it every day of your life. Thorns and thistle it will bring forth for you, and you shall eat the grass of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will earn your bread, until you return to the earth, for out the earth you were taken. Dust you are, and to dust you shall return. The Lord God made coats of skin for the man and his wife, and clothed them. That's really sweet of him. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is like one of us now, knowing all things. If he were to put out his hand and eat also of the tree of life, he would live forever. How do kids read this and understand anything that's happening? It's the children's Bible, guys. Children, you're a child. You stupid retard. Therefore the Lord God sent man out of the Garden of Eden to till he ground from which he was made. He drove him out and placed cherubim, he put that, and to the east of the Garden of Eden, and a flaming sword which turned in every direction to guard the path to the tree of life. And yeah, that's the end of this part. We're not going to read the rest because I said we're not. Just be happy with what you got. And now there's like a bunch of cool stuff that happens later. Like there's this character, he's called like Jesus. I don't want to spoil anything, but they kill him off like halfway through. It's really annoying. I wish they didn't do that because I kind of miss him. And yeah, then the man and the woman, they're called Adam and Eve, and then they have like a bunch of kids, and like it really sucks. Yeah. So I hope you liked it. Did you like it? That's good. That's really awesome. I'm really glad I could do that for you. So now I'm just gonna go that way. That way, right there. Okay. You wanna come? Okay. You can stay there on my dresser. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye. No, get off my hands!